The thief under heaven. As long as he reached out his hand, there will always be a foxtail left behind. Not for the eyes. It's left for the heart to see. Tonight, this rain is sinister. It was just right to flush out the dirt. Shen Feng. I have 2 million cash dollars and 3 boxes of gold bars here. The warehouse door wasn't broken, and the guards weren't blind. It evaporated out of thin air. If you don't expose this trick today, I'll expose it. I'll kill these useless people. Marshal. A loud voice can scare away thieves. That vault is made of pure steel. Unless a mouse can go through walls. Otherwise, such heavy silver dollars. There's no way it could fly by itself. You calm down first. Let me see what the tricks are. Shen An is truly unbelievable. Only Dashuai and I have the vault key. Outside, 3 burly men kept watch day and night. It will rain heavily tonight. Not even a single mud footprint was seen. How did the money just disappear? The lady. You're holding the bank's internal account books, right? In such situations, ordinary staff should not be present. You are in charge. Still just here to stir up trouble. Detective Shun. I'm the banker and Lin Wanqiu. I noticed the accounts were off 3 months ago, but no one believed a woman's numbers. Tonight's theft confirmed my suspicion. The value of these pine wood consumables increased 5-fold within 3 months. Bank vaults use steel frame structures. Why do you need so many pine knots? Have you checked the cargo retention alley? I checked. Pinewood chips flowed toward the Bund pier, a workshop called the Atlantic Furnace Factory. The residence is undyed, just an empty shell. Last week, I wanted to go check in person, and people followed him closely. I had to give up. Shintan. The brothers have checked. At the time of the incident, the 3 guards hadn't even gone to the outhouse, swearing not even a fly would be put inside. He didn't hear a single sound. This case is utterly bizarre. Keep your eyes open and look. This is what you call flawlessness. It's nothing more than a street trick to fool children. Take me to the cellar to have a look. Tonight's duty and the bank manager. Everyone get out of the distance 10 paces. Only then can one have a deep dream. President, how big is the ventilation hole in your vault? Don't talk big to me. I want precise dimensions. This involved 2 million silver dollars. Is she still inside the room? Reporting to Detective Shun. It's as thick as a big bowl. Inside, steel mesh as thick as a pinky finger was welded. Even a baby, just 1 month old, can't fit in. What are you going to use to transport away 2 million silver dollars? Please don't wrong good people. Who told you the ocean was shipped? 2 million silver dollars could crush several large trucks. Even if the Earth God appeared, nor could they empty out the money in front of the guards. Luckily, he's still lying in the room now. What's still inside? I just pressed my eyes to the ground. Inside, it's empty enough to run a horse. You're cutting me down here. Go in and take a look. Commander, what do you see? This was exactly the thief's most proud move. President, tonight at 10 o'clock, the lights are lit. Is the bank because of thunder? He blackened about the time it takes to smoke a whole pack. Let's be honest. Yes, the power was cut off for a while, but the guards immediately lit the kerosene lamp. It only took a few minutes in total. Absolutely no one is in the warehouse. Detective Shen, you can't condemn me just because of this. Those few minutes of darkness. This is when the thief performs tricks. Commander, go in and tear down that thick wall you just saw. Scrape with a bayonet. Don't use your hands. Isn't this just a cement wall plastered with gray? This is not a wall. This is a Western large coated with mercury paint. Oh my God, it's really here. But who brought this big mirror inside? How could he escape the sight of the 3 guards outside? How far in advance would this be set up? He could fit the large mirror perfectly within minutes. Stuck on the iron frame. Except for the people who deal with the treasury every day. Who else can there be? The commander is generous with light. It's my ghost mind. But I'm just an assistant, responsible for hiding the silver dollars. After a few days, the hype died down. Then secretly transport them out in batches. I'm really not the mastermind behind this dirty trick. Marshal, this batch of money actually started moving out a month ago. At most, the bank president is just staying behind to die. And a scapegoat to distract your attention. Detective Shen, don't make baseless accusations. The 3 of us brothers have been waiting at the door, even asleep this past month. He didn't even open the storage door. How to move money. You need evidence to show everyone. This month, every midnight, the bank's foul drainage drain often discharges a lot of shiny black muddy soup. You won't open the door, but you use strong acid water from foreigners. You turn the gold bars and silver dollars into water inside the house. Follow the hidden pipe under the exhaust vent. Little by little, they spread out to the outside. Detective Shen, be careful. This man also had a short knife hidden at his waist. You 3 take turns guarding. Each person receives an extra 10 silver dollars per month in night shift pay. The accounts are clearly written. He truly thought, gee, he was blind. Huh. Miss Lin is very skilled. How could no one be picking up outside? The newly opened Big Crab King Iron Furnace Factory at the Bund dock. Their family is drinking water at Jiangcheng. It faces your bank's sewage pipe right away. Shen Feng, you really are amazing. But you overlooked a major matter after careful planning. The owner behind this factory is the Moth organization. I buried 3 boxes of explosives under the vault. I never gamble on luck with someone who is about to die. Pull the trigger. Look at your 3 crates of gunpowder. Can we really spark something so big today? From the moment I walked in, I never intended for you to detonate the explosives alive. What's going on? What about medicine? Why didn't the 3 boxes of foreign gunpowder I buried with my own hands go silent? That's impossible. I clearly checked 3 times. I knew you thieves like to keep a trick in the air. There will be a torrential rain outside tonight. I had already followed the drain valve for a long time. All of it was lured into your mouse hole where you hid explosives. Now, gunpowder is nothing more than a pile of soaked mud. Well, alas. His grandmother was really close. Shen Feng owes it to you this time. Otherwise, I'd have to pay for both the person and the money. Let's go upstairs here for tea. These bastards were handed over to the adjutant for interrogation. Don't rush to drink dashuai tea yet. The real culprit hasn't even been caught yet. The fire at the ironworks factory hadn't died out yet. The real silver transporter. Now, if we arrived late at the dock, the boat would leave the river mouth. Come on. The bank manager probably had already exposed himself. Took this last batch of goods. Let's immediately take the waterway out of the river. The rain was just right. The patrol station ship dared not go out to sea. Hold it. The police station is handling cases, and everyone is moving. I'll shoot right here. Put down the box, squatting on the ground with his head in his hands. Run. You rats, run one more for me to see. They even dared to steal my own military pay. It's tired and crooked. Open all the boxes. I want to inspect the goods. Commander, it's just a misunderstanding. This is the legitimate shipment from the ironworks. There was no silver dollar gold bar. Look, there's even a pig iron plastic bottle stuck on this box. Hey, we're all legitimate business. The commander is discerning. Or you can test it however you like. Absolutely no two reputable sellers. Vice President Liu, your ironworks use boiling coke to smelt iron. How did it fall out from under this box today? All pine shavings brought by civil aviation to suppress tears. This iron block was as soft as tofu. Pig iron isn't that soft. Ha ha ha. If you don't believe me, I'll have someone open a box for you to inspect. No need to pretend. Pig iron isn't that soft. The outside was coated with a layer of black ink and iron powder. Inside is the red gold you just pulled out of the sewer. Commander, just have someone roast it with fire and you'll understand. Gold fears no fire. The iron powder is exposed as soon as it is cooked. Okay, you old Liu. Usually, when you see me, you bow and scrape. Behind the scenes, they actually teamed up with a Moth organization to poach me. Guards, bind up all these traitors. Don't let any of them go. Sigh, General Zhang. You think you won. This ship was loaded with half a ton of foreign gunpowder. I just need to set a fire. None of us can survive. If you know what's good for you, let me go. After you split half of the gold. Our well water does not violate the river water. If you know what's good for you, let me go. After you split half of the gold, you can try lighting it. Let's see if your match can be polished on this dock. I advise you not to waste your energy. This wind blows toward your embrace. Sparks can't ignite your gunpowder. This wind blows toward your embrace. Sparks can't ignite your gunpowder. Damn weather. Why is this thief wind blowing all the way to me? It's impossible that I calculated the wind direction tonight. Clearly, it is the southeast wind. Why did it suddenly become a northwest wind? It's not that Feng Qingxin is going against you. It's the arrogance on this dock that isn't right. Before I arrived, I had already asked the police station to open all the upstream gates. The dock is now a hot spot. You can't even light a stick of incense. Your half-ton of gunpowder is a pile of scrap metal tonight. That one, Shen Feng. You're broken. The organization's major matters will not be overlooked by the higher-ups. You wait to die. Ha! Shen Feng, this time the money is back. The thief was caught too. Tomorrow, I'll hold a 3-day appreciation banquet at the Paramount Gate. Invite the whole city to drink. You really are my lucky star. Marshal. Liu Fuxue was at best just a cargo shopkeeper. Someone who can deceive both banks and docks. There are other people. Miss Lin, come with me back to the arrest room. Some accounts require you to cross-check. Sheriff, a month ago. Who gave you the blueprint for that big mirror in the vault? Don't brush me off with Vice President Liu. He doesn't have that kind of brain. The Western mechanical techniques on the blueprints. It's not something an ordinary person can draw. He was a man wearing a mask. His voice was very hoarse, like sandpaper grinding wood. He only said that following them would make a fortune. I really don't know anything else. I haven't even seen what he looks like. Shinshan. I checked the sewer outlet. I just renovated the aisle a month ago. Originally, it was lined up toward the Xijiang River. Instead, it was changed to a direct connection to the iron furnace factory. He could approve this rerouting without anyone noticing. Only those who stopped listening with gentle smiles were the ones who laughed. Shen Feng had already checked. The section chief at the document approval desk. 3 days ago, I took a boat to Shanghai. He didn't take care of his wife or kids at home. It was as if he had run away. The clue was broken again. These people were draining faster than their stomachs. Going to Shanghai was just a pretense. Marshal, take a look at the signature and seal on this approval document. Although the name was the section chief's, there is one notch missing the edge of this red clay stamp. The official seal of the Shizhu Hall. You fell on me last year. Well, he was still in the hall's official seal. Last year, I accidentally fell on him once. There should be a gap on her foot the size of fingernail. This seal is fake. What a big courage. Well, they even dared to feed the official seal. To be able to carve a fake official seal so realistically in Jiangcheng. Even the pine resin in the red clay smells exactly the same. Only Wu, the shopkeeper of Winbaw's High on the Bund, remained. That old man's craftsmanship. Even the master craftsmen at the mint admit they can't compare to him. Drag that old man, surnamed Wu, out for me. The front and back doors were blocked. It seemed like someone was stationed on the roof. Today, not even a fly can fly away. The commander visited late at night. It truly brings glory to the little shop. I wonder which law I have broken this law. So many guns had to be used. Old man, I'm just a mere man. Artists make a living by carving seals. Manager Wu, 3 months ago. The batch of printed red clay discarded by the Jiangcheng Mint. So it was all hidden here with you. No wonder the color on the bank's fake approval documents. It can deceive the benefactor's ears. The smell of camphor oil on you. You could smell it 3 blocks away. Detective Shin joked. Old man, I tinker with these stones and wood every day. I've never seen any red clay from a mint. If you want to buy one, I'll give you a 20% discount. It's like making a friend. The mint's red clay was mixed with Western anti-counterfeit camphor oil, specifically designed to prevent counterfeiting the scent on your body. It could be smelled from 3 blocks away. Should I keep pretending? Wu shopkeeper, who is this seal you carved for? Shen Feng, you really are smarter than the rumors say. But since you came looking for me, you should know the rules of our moth organization. People who know too much rarely live long. Tonight, you must give your life. 1. Damn it, there's an ambush. Brothers, beat me up. Strike first. Knock out all these bastards. Fixing. Why would I dare to bring only these few people into your back hall? These guns have been stored in the warehouse for 3 days. The firing pin has long since rusted and crushed to death. Trying to be mysterious. Ha. Shoot them all out and scoop them into sieves. I don't believe in this evil. The shopkeeper's gun was stuck. The bullets were full of water. The firing pin is rusty and dead. It simply couldn't be stimulated. What's going on? Tonight's heavy rain. The roof of the master's office hall was completely poured through. It also flooded the rear cabin of your Wenbao studio. These guns have been stored in the warehouse for 3 days. The firing pin had long since rusted and wilted. I smelled rust as soon as I walked in. That old bastard still wants to play black to black with me. Take. Go back and interrogate thoroughly. Give him some means. Let's see if he doesn't tell the truth. This time, Shen Feng's case was finally closed. Today, I have to thank you handsomely. The girl from Paramount. You pick whatever you want. It's not over yet. Marshall, do you remember what the bank manager said? The masked man. The voice was hoarse, like sandpaper grinding wood. Old Wu's voice was very clear. They don't sound like a couple. Old Wu's voice was like a broken gong. It doesn't sound like a single person. Could there be accomplices? And he was an accomplice with a higher status than Old Wu. How many people does this organization actually have? Not only accomplices. And that person is sitting right now in the Jichu Hall. They can deceive both banks and docks. You can even approve a change of course. They only want people at the Secretary General level. Let's go to meet old friends. Commander Shen Shun, the divine detective. I heard the bank case was solved last night. What a stroke of luck and misfortune. I'm just preparing to commend you both. You two should try this freshly brewed Longjing cup. Secretary General, why is your throat so hoarse so early in the morning? Last night, I was blown away by the wind on the Bund for half a night. The cold must have pierced to the bone. Or maybe your voice has never healed. Last night, rushing materials and staying up late made me feel overheated. Detective Shun, what do you mean by that? I'm an old problem. Every winter, it's no big deal. There was half a fingerprint on it. The red clay carries the flavor of Western camphor oil. Secretary, Do you want to stretch out your hand? Yes, yes, look. This fingerprint is from the left thumb. Shen Feng. You actually managed to pull the thread this far. Let me have a way to live. Moth organization's bottom merchants in Shanghai get 30% of it. Let's cooperate. All the banks in Jiangcheng belong to us. All right, Yuzhou. I treat you like a trusted aide. You actually teamed up with outsiders to dig into my family's savings. If I don't crash, I'll beat you to a sieve today. Lousy does not bear the surname Zhang. The marshal's guns are too easy for him. He had been greedy for so many years. The hard-earned money of the people of Jiangcheng. He took them all down in his account book. Have the judge perform the ligation according to the law. His life isn't worth wasting your bullets. Every detail is carefully crafted, with no flaws in the air. So it was right at the start. We are riding in it. Shen Feng, you won. But don't be proud. The Moth organization won't let you off. This time I finally have peace of mind. Shen Feng had completely caught all those traitors who betrayed him. Tonight, let's enjoy your presence and have a simple meal. I have the whole paramount to myself until I'm drunk and won't leave. The marshal's vault had new lock, but the desires of the human heart cannot be changed. Today, Secretary General Zhou is absent. Tomorrow, Secretary General Zhang and Secretary General Wang will come out again. This case will never be closed. Shen detectives' illicit funds were fully recovered. Many bank boards have already approved my exceptional promotion to chief collectible. All this, thanks to your willingness to believe in a woman's numbers. Miss Lin, the one who should thank me is me. If you hadn't insisted on recording that set of pine would accounts 3 months ago, your numbers are cleaner than many people's lives. The Secretary General explained. Moth has even bigger presence in Shanghai. What are your next steps? If account support is needed, I'm always on standby. My father was also the manager of this bank 10 years ago. Because he mistakenly believed others and was slandered, he swallowed gold and drowned himself in the river. I returned to China to investigate. It's just to prove There is still justice in this world that relies on evidence. I'll go to Shanghai sooner or later. Then, this Shanghai commercial bank has suspicious transaction records. Consider it my gift of practice to you. I copied for 3 nights. There are 3 payments inside. It was exactly the same as Jiangcheng's model. Miss Lin, you're no longer the group girl who was ostracized. From today, you are the sharpest knife in this city. The knife does not need to be sharpened with a sharpening stone. The knife is only responsible for cutting through darkness. Shen Feng. The journey to Shanghai was extremely perilous. I've sent you 8 skilled fighters. All of them survived the battlefield. Sai, you come back alive for me, kid. I'm still waiting for Shun to treat you to Paramount Cup. I'll keep an eye on the accounts if there were any signs of funds flowing back into Jiangcheng from Shanghai. I will call in immediately. Police station. You. Take care. Miss Lin, the great marshal, will meet again someday. As long as the river water keeps rising, moths in the sky will never disappear. Those who can stand firm in the night. It has never been an iron box for hiding money. It was bones that hadn't cooled enough to dry out. The next Li Ming wasn't waiting for it. It was chasing after him. Shanghai. I'm coming.